Have you ever met someone who said almost nothing, but everyone liked them? They didn't crack jokes. They didn't try to impress. They didn't chase attention. And yet, people gravitated toward them. This isn't luck. It's not charm. It's a psychological structure. One that 99% of people overlook, while the 1% use it on purpose. Because in the real world, being liked is power. It opens doors. It ends conflicts before they start. It turns strangers into allies, and even enemies into admirers. But here's the trap. Most people try too hard. They over-explain. They flatter. They become too agreeable. And in doing so, they don't earn respect. They lose it. So today, I'll show you 6 psychology-based moves that make people like you. Without effort, without acting, and without losing your edge. Let's start with what most people get wrong about first impressions, and how to reverse it in 10 seconds flat. Part 1. Effortless impression. Stop trying to be liked. Start making people feel seen. Most people screw up first impressions because they try to impress. They overthink their words. They fake enthusiasm. They force jokes. They chase validation. But here's the truth. The key to being instantly likable isn't about how you present yourself. It's how people feel about themselves when they're around you. You want to become what psychologists call a regulating presence. Someone whose energy makes others feel calmer, more stable, more like themselves. How? Start with relaxed warmth. Not fake excitement, not loud greetings. Just steady eye contact, a calm voice, and a genuine smile. Second, mirror their energy. If they're loud, you raise just slightly. If they're quiet, you soften. No mimicry, just subtle adaptation. And finally, lower the social pressure. If they make a mistake, laugh with them, not at them. If they pause, don't rush to fill the silence. Example, someone spills a drink, smile and say, "Happens to me all the time. At least you made an entrance." That one moment turns awkwardness into connection. Because people forget your words, but they never forget how you made them feel. Part 2. The Ben Franklin trigger. Make people invest in you first. Want someone to like you? Don't flatter them. Ask them for a favor. Sounds backwards, right? But this is the Ben Franklin effect. One of the most paradoxical tools in psychology. Here's how it works. When someone does something for you, even something small, their brain rewires the story. I must like this person, otherwise why would I help them? It's called cognitive dissonance resolution. We don't like doing favors for people we dislike. So the brain bends the emotion to match the action. That means you don't need to win people over. You just need them to invest first. How to use it? Start simple. Hey, could you pass me that? Can I borrow this for a sec? Do you mind giving me your quick take on this? No begging, no manipulation, just a small, intentional request. Ben Franklin once used this exact move to turn a bitter political rival into a lifelong ally. He didn't compliment him. He asked to borrow a book. It worked because the moment someone helps you, they subconsciously start building a case for why they like you. Give them that opportunity, and they'll build the connection for you. Part 3. Dark compliments. How to admire without looking desperate. Most people compliment the wrong way. Too much, too soon, too obvious, and that makes it feel fake, or worse, needy. But here's the truth. The best compliments are earned, not given freely, strategically. You want to compliment behavior, not traits. And you want it to feel like a subtle observation, not an emotional bribe. Here's how to do it right. Tie it to action. Instead of, "You're smart," say, "That was a smart way to handle that meeting." Use contrast. Frame it like a surprise. Most people would have panicked. You stayed sharp. Let them overhear it. Compliment them to someone else, within earshot. He doesn't say much, but when he does, it's always sharp. This indirect praise feels more authentic, because it wasn't meant to impress. It was witnessed. That's what makes it powerful. People crave respect that's earned, not handed to everyone, so when you give it with restraint, it carries weight. Keen words, minimal exposure, maximum effect. Part 4. Strategic silence. Talk less, be heard more. Most people talk to be liked, but the ones who are truly liked make space. Here's the psychology. People love talking about themselves. And more importantly, they love feeling heard. That's where strategic silence becomes your weapon. How it works. Ask a thoughtful question. Then stop. Say nothing. Hold eye contact. Let them speak. When they finish, wait 2 to 3 seconds. This signals that you're actually processing their words, not just waiting to respond. And if you want to go deeper, repeat the last few words they said with genuine curiosity. They say, "I just got back from a trip." You reply, "Back from a trip?" Simple, but powerful, because now they feel invited to expand. The more they talk, the more they feel understood. And the more they feel understood, the more they like you, without even realizing why. You didn't dominate the space. You created it, and people always respect the ones who don't rush to fill the silence. Part 5. The disappearance move. Become magnetic by being missed. You've probably heard the phrase, "Absence makes the heart grow fonder." But in psychology, it's deeper than that. Absence increases perceived value. Here's the truth. Most people are always present, always available, always replying, and that constant presence, it breeds predictability. Predictability breeds boredom. But when you disappear, strategically, you create a vacuum, and people notice what's missing. How to use this. Don't vanish. Exit while your energy is peaking. If a conversation's going well, leave slightly early. If a message exchange feels alive, stop before it fades. Why? Because the brain remembers what it can't finish. That tension equals attention. Bonus. Unpredictability. Be warm, then distant. Be seen, then gone. Make your rhythm feel natural, but never fully accessible. Magicians do this. Leaders do this. Actors do this. Because if you're always around, you become background noise. But if you leave with perfect timing, they'll keep thinking about you long after you're gone. Part 6. Reverse. Value and earned validation. Make them work for your attention. The truth most people never hear. Being liked isn't about who you are. It's about how others feel about themselves around you. And when you give your attention too freely, you devalue it. Like handing out gold coins on the street. People won't chase what they don't have to earn. This is where reverse value projection comes in. Instead of seeking approval, become the source of it. Start by being engaging. Present. Curious, then pull back. Not out of arrogance, but to create space for effort. Let people earn your validation. Reward action, not proximity. Example, don't compliment someone just for showing up. Wait until they contribute value. Then say, "That insight was sharp. I wasn't expecting that." Or in texting, "Be warm, then go quiet." Let them initiate next. This creates psychological friction, and friction fuels desire, because the mind assigns more worth to what takes more effort. And when someone works for your attention, they'll respect it. When they respect it, they'll chase it. That's not manipulation. That's positioning.